It says we're live. There's always that 2 or
Delay.
3 or 5 or 30-second delay where it's like, are we live? Are we live? Hi, everyone. This is Wally with Supreme Gecko, Supreme Isopods, and
Nanette.
Nanette. With who? Who are you with?
I think I'm with you.
Nanette's with me. Isn't that
think.
nice? Oh, it's
Isn't that
Sunday
special?
afternoon. It's so special. Thanks for being with me.
Woohoo!
And thank you, everyone, for joining. So we're sitting at 18 people.
That's cool.
This is a Sunday afternoon. We never do Sunday afternoons. 18 people. I thought we would have, well, just the two of us. You okay there?
I'm just making noise.
Just dropping everything. We've got, let me move the mic right over to you.
It's like a big more noise.
Andrew says hello. We
Hi,
have
Andrew.
Zero Cool in the house. Barb Nahal. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. Nick, Chantel's Critters. Kelly's here. Frank, Benjamin, Jay, Barb. Did I say Barb already? Barb should be said twice. Random T, Kelly. Heather is here. 503 Menagerie. And we're here. It just said Supreme Gecko. And I'm sure I'm missing some people. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
I can't keep up with that. Bryce.
Go ahead. Bryce and
Ian's here. Jessica's here. So for us is here. Bioactivity is here. Thomas is here. MK666 or MPK666. Victor's here. Boy, we got a lot of more in.
so, when's the last time you saw
I
me
was gonna
drinking
say,
Mountain Dew?
That's the Mountain
Like
Dew
when
I
I
buy for
was-
my sister.
12. I don't drink Mountain Dew. It was sitting there. I think Christopher came in and had a 6-pack and left one. So I grabbed it. Hi, Bad Santa. So, Chris, are you saying I'm Bad Santa or are you Bad Santa? Chris the Mad Aquarius, great YouTube channel. Go over there and watch his wonderful, wonderful isopod videos, fish videos. He just posted, I think, today. I watched it. I didn't comment. I hit that like button. And speaking of like buttons, hit that like button here to make sure that YouTube knows that you like this stream. We're here, could go either way, my friend. We're here to talk about the Supreme Isopod Chow. And speaking of the Supreme Isopod Chow, I couldn't thank Russ Wilson of Aquarium Pets or Chris Biggs, the Mad Aquarist, more for their participation in this whole program. They sent me, they actually did videos, and I stole little bits and pieces from their videos and used them in the promotion. Wonderful, wonderful testimonies to the Supreme Isopod Chow product. This last week has it been busy, Nanette?
Just a little.
So
Just a little.
what have we been doing this last week? Just try to name off some of the things that we've been working on.
Well, we've changed a bunch of tanks downstairs. We built stands in the last week. We have been making food. We've been doing labeling and pricing and order printing. And
Hi, Emily.
I don't know, all kinds of stuff. Every
Hi,
time
Pelly.
I turn around, there's more to do everything.
Soda Exotics.
Lots of them.
And then we had the food on top of it. So I was getting the food labeling ready, looking at shipping.
That's what I said. Buying product.
I wasn't listening. Yeah, we were buying product. Did Wally vacuum? Did I
No.
vacuum? No. I have, Chris, I have my little dust buster.
The spider buster.
It's a spider buster. So if I see a spider, I suck it up and then I run outside.
Me empty it.
This is true. J-Man to you. J-Man IR Thumper. Brendan is here. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Hit that like button.
37 people.
Wow, amazing.
think.
So here's the thing about the Supreme Isopod Chow. I've been using it. We've had a lot of people using it. And if you use it, make a comment and let us know. If you haven't used it, let us know. If you're using some other product, I always like to hear this information. So we've been using it for 2 years. I used it for about 6 months and then put it on the webpage and started sales and went and just picked up like crazy. We ship a lot. Every week we ship a lot of the product out.
Eric
And-
just commented that he just ordered. I just dropped that in the mailbox.
And that's the hardest
the
thing
post
is
office.
to make the relationship between IDs on social media and orders. So if you order something from us and you're commenting with another ID and I just completely space out, and I don't recognize that you've ordered and I don't say thank you, my apologies. It's just tremendously difficult to try to make those connections. So
I have a question. Jay, how do your roaches like it? He says he's using it with roaches
Oh.
and isopods. I'm just curious.
Jay is
How do
not
they
the
like 'em?
first person that has said that. I have received probably 4 or 5 messages in the last 2 weeks from people that have used it for the roaches and just
Okay.
love it. I'm not promoting it for roach food because I think it's a great product and I think that it has everything in it that roaches need. I think that if you're using something like a unmedicated chick feed and vegetables and everything, that's some good food too, and it might save you a little bit of money. I'm not trying to not sell Supreme Isopod Chow, but maybe with dubious, there's other options. But I tell you what, you could. I don't feel like you could feed them a better food than the Supreme Isopod Chow.
That sounds good, Frank. Do you mix it with milk or chocolate or just
Part of
plain?
a complete breakfast.
Maybe he mixes it in a shake and drinks it.
I think you need to put it on Ritz. Now nobody will remember that reference. What's the reference?
I'm old. It's familiar, but I couldn't tell you. Put it on a Ritz.
Everything tastes better when it sits on a Ritz. Okay. So anyways, so I've been using the product for a long time, and I mentioned this, I think, in the last video. And I'll put the Supreme Isopod Chow in. I'll put mealworms. And I'll put black soldier fly, dried black soldier fly in, and all kinds of other foods, crusted gecko diet, all in the requirement to give some of these isopods more protein, or, feeding the vegetables, giving them more vegetables. And I think that, and Frank says, I want Ritz now. So I think that is a good balance of foods, talking about the roaches and balancing the food. I think waffles. I think that squirrel. I think that giving these animals a complete balanced diet is very, very, very important. But it was just a kind of tricky to get different foods other than the Supreme Isopod Chow. So what I eventually did about 6 months ago or so was started to add in some other products into the Supreme Isopod Chow, and it just worked so well. This last week, the last couple of weeks, I've been building up the store and putting in promotions and getting videos together and things like that. And what we're doing is we're going to launch Monday the Supreme Isopod Chow for veggie times 10. We're putting in 10 times the amount of vegetable matter like kelp meal and spirulina. And we also have plus protein, Supreme Isopod Chow plus protein, which has black soldier fly in, lots of black soldier fly. It's kind of expensive to add it. It's kind of time consuming to do that. But, it's really been working very, very well. Everybody's talking about blueberries. I want some blueberries.
Well, that's because they're talking about breakfast.
So do you have the products to show everybody?
Breakfast and waffles. Here is your veggie 10 times. I have to remember these.
Can anybody name the isopod on the packaging? So that was another piece that I had to have done, is this little logo through Fiverr. If you've never used Fiverr, Fiverr, great source of getting things done for you. And then what's the other one?
The other one is the protein, plus protein.
So this was supposed to be a dairy cow. And I don't know if it turned out exactly like I wanted it to, but it's close enough. Clue guy, exactly. So again, the veggie for the clue guys, or armadillidiums like more vegetable matter, and dairy cows like more protein. So 2 new products coming out Monday. And here's the deal. And they're going to be more expensive normally, but Monday they'll come out and they'll actually be discounted. They'll be on sale, certain sizes. The 2 and 4 ounce, it just doesn't make any sense to discount those. But the others will be discounted, and the original will be discounted. So tomorrow only. And we're going to go from 10 o'clock until, let's go until 8 o'clock, 10 until 8. Don't let me forget that. 10 until 8. We'll shut it down. We'll move the prices back up to the normal prices. Now, here's another really cool thing. If you are a member of the Buy Me a Coffee, and the link is in the description, if you're a member of Buy Me a Coffee, not only do you get those discounts, there's sale prices Monday during that time, you also get your 10% for advance, or 20% for an elite membership. So you get the sales price, and then you get on top of that your membership discount too.
This is like going to Kohl's or somewhere and getting a double coupon.
And then after month, yeah, exactly. Can you do that? Can you go to Kohl's and just kind of lay down 20?
Joann's is better. Joann's, you
Joann's?
can do multiple coupons.
What is Joann's?
Joann Fabrics, the craft store?
I've never been. I don't think I've ever set foot in a Joann's.
You will now.
So after Monday, prices will go back up, and
After 8 o'clock.
After 8 o'clock, the veggie times 10 and the plus protein will go back up a little bit higher than the original. I'm just trying to catch up on some of the everything is PMJ. I'm not going to get up at 8. I'm not going to get up at AM and set prices and do things like that. Yeah, Emily, I shouldn't have said that, because now I'm going to be there. Nanette knows I hate shopping, and this
Craft stores especially.
This sounds so stereotypical, but I'm a buyer. I'm not a shopper. So just like it is.
How come you're a buyer and not a shopper? But when it comes to do a project, it's like 4 weeks planning.
That's the fun part. But going into a store and trying to find something and making sure I get the right thing, I plan, then I go in and I buy it and I'm out. So we've had these discussions before. Then that will go shopping, and she'll go down aisle 1, then aisle 2, then aisle 3, then back to 1, then 4, then 2, then back to 1. And I'm at the magazine rack. Just let me know when you're done.
Hey, I just got a Joann's beep. My phone just buzzed and I got a coupon. Isn't that great?
So do you have enough
Sunday
coupons
alert.
to get things free at Joann's? That would be pretty cool.
Last week I did pretty good when I was there by
we're
myself.
So far off topic. Are you reading comments, and are you?
No, because I was talking to you.
Oh. Measure 300 times by once. And there's a couple of things that I picked up from my dad, and that's one of the big ones: measure twice, cut once. And he would go into a store. He would go to a home improvements, Ace Hardware, and he would buy 2, so he didn't have to go back
to Menards.
To Menards.
He went to
Menards.
Not Menards.
Hey, we're going down to Menards. Who's going down with me? Was that pretty good?
That was pretty close.
Pretty close.
Okay. See, somebody else says they always use coupons at Joann's. So
can you use coupons at Menards? Okay.
No, but you get the 11% discounts.
I talked about the pricing. I talked about the new foods. I also, because Wes, are you here? Yes. Wes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You have somebody that said they just used the chow for the first time the other day. Checked my bins today, and it was totally gone in 22 of 24 of the bins.
Oh, man, I'm sorry about that. It should last like days and days. And
yeah, right.
It's funny. We get the same response. We'll put it in, and some isopods take a little bit longer. They're more nocturnal. They're not as active. I can put it into something like Porcellio ornatus, and boom, it is gone. Absolutely gone. Okay, we talked about the pricing. We talked about the 2 new products. Excuse me. The special with the membership discount. Let me talk about the membership process real quick again. I've got my notes up here. But with the membership, I just want to address this because this is kind of special, and I don't think I do this enough in other videos. Membership, we have entry level, we have advanced and elite, and with those 3 different types of memberships, different levels, you get all kinds of different perks.
Can't handle your Mountain Dew.
I can't handle my Mountain Dew. I almost dropped it. So special videos, business related videos, you get the discount. We'll be doing behind the scenes videos. We'll add some blooper videos in there and best of videos. You also get consultation. I don't know if, I almost said April. I don't know if Faith is here, but we had a consultation with Faith last night because she's a member, and we sat down for it. It was supposed to be the 20-minute, half-hour consultation. And how long did it go, Nanette?
I think it was 1 hour and 45 minutes.
And we talked about show, how to do isopods at show. So if you want to sit down and talk about things, and the one thing I feel like I know pretty well in this whole hobby is doing shows. We've done hundreds and hundreds of shows, and I feel like I can help and share information about that. Were you going
Somebody
to
was asking if it's a monthly subscription donation.
It can be a support. Like you can donate to Feed My Geckos, a donation, or you can become a member. The membership can be a 1 month, or it can be a yearly membership. I'm hoping that anybody that goes online tomorrow to get the discounts will consider, at least, hopefully consider, not required, becoming a yearly membership person instead of just the monthly to get tomorrow's discounts. Thomas says, what are your thoughts on wild isopods? How likely are they to carry? Whenever I bring something in, and I haven't collected wild in probably a year or two, and this is what this is about, a question and answer, but I haven't collected wild isopods in a year or so, but I love them. What a great way to start this hobby out and see the activity and see other things in there. That is a concern. So whenever I bring in isopods from the wild, I isolate them so that it doesn't spread anywhere. And I always work on, just like tropical fish, and Chris Biggs can comment on this. If you're working on tropical fish, if you have any inkling that you have an issue with something going on, you work on that tank will last. So work on all the other isopods, work on all the other fish tanks, and come back to that one that might have a problem, like coming in from the wild. You don't know for sure. Work on that one last. Finish it up. Go wash your hands. Go wash your spoon or whatever you're working with.
Just be really careful where you're collecting from.
Really careful.
I had it marked. There was a question.
Man, I messed that up on her.
Yeah,
you can start if you want. I love the exchange.
It was about the orange powder orange. Are they protein?
Go ahead and show it.
Are they protein hungry?
They are absolutely protein hungry. You can, and if you do this, do it with a video. So you get it on YouTube. You can put your finger in it. It's like piranhas. They'll eat just right to the nub. It's incredible. I've dealt with Percellio orange for years and years. It's a terrible joke. They are protein hungry. They'll nibble on you. It's pretty cool, but they're not going to do any damage. But yes, absolutely. So this plus protein is absolutely a great food for the Porcellonides, prunensis, powder orange, powder blues, dairy cows, any of the scabers. Absolutely.
Emily is telling Thomas to keep them separated.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Good call.
Go
ahead and show,
how many isopods do you have?
How many species? How many
somebody just
species
asked.
Morphs? I have a spreadsheet. I don't even try to remember anymore, because if I want to, I can just go to the spreadsheet. I'm not going to pull it up now, but I think it's probably 75 or so, maybe 80.
I guess 75 this morning.
120, 130 enclosures, something like that.
Yeah, I guess 75 when I was talking
about
it today. Yeah, this is a question about how do you enter the giveaway?
The entry, I've been posting on Facebook.
He missed it.
Yeah, sorry. It's on the other video that we did Friday. And I actually did a short video for that and posted that as well for entries. And we always get, folks coming in. I hate, hearing somebody didn't get in on the giveaway. And we are going to do the giveaway in just a few minutes. I wanted to talk about a couple of things. I think I covered the Buy Me a Coffee. Again, always appreciated. And all the money that we get in from Buy Me a Coffee goes right back into equipment, mics, camera. I drop my camera once every 3 or 4 months, and I have to buy a new one. No, I don't do that. I did drop it the other day from the desk. I put it up on the mount.
What? I'm reading. I'm sorry.
Nothing. I dropped a pencil and
one of the many you couldn't find from your April Fool's joke.
Yeah, April Fool's. Nanette and Crystal.
I had nothing.
Nanette and Crystal came in and they took all of my pens and they put tape on my chair and. It was a mess. She thought
she was funny.
It was a mess.
Okay, are you going to give away memberships for 22 SDOC?
That's
an interesting thought.
Gave away a membership. Was it in January? We gave away one membership. But I think that's a great idea. Do you want to make a note of that so that we remember that?
How are your red goblins?
Globlins?
How are the red globlins?
Globlins are doing fantastic. They're doing really well, in fact. I separated them into 2 cultures because they were really taking off. We've been selling quite a few of them. They're really a cool little isopod. Roach. For me, it took a little bit of time for them to really kick in, but once they kicked in, they're just all over the place. What's that?
Somebody discovered one of your videos the other day, and the edits were making them howl with laughter. Had to subscribe immediately.
If you don't know, and I want you, Nanette, if you could you grab the list of members? I don't want to, keep talking about the membership. I think I've talked about it enough, but I do want to point out all the new members that we've received recently. Editing videos. Andrew, if you're here, I think I saw you. Andrew knows how long I edit. So if I put out a video on my Tuesday Gecko videos, it usually takes probably a half hour of recording. I almost said filming. I've got to stay away from that. Half hour of recording, maybe a little bit longer. Maybe it's over 2 or 3 days. Like the shelves, the rack that we just did took, a half hour here, a half hour there, a half hour there. And then, download time, and then edit time, and then upload to YouTube, and then thumbnails, and then the PR, posting on Facebook and everything. So the editing alone, I generally spend at least a couple of hours to sometimes 8 hours on each of the videos. Why? Because I love doing that, and I really, really, really try to cut these videos. If you could see the videos and how long they are, pre-edited, sometimes they're an hour long, hour and a half long, and I try to get it down to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 minutes is a lot, because I know when I watch videos, 12 minutes is a lot, so I try to stay away from videos that long. So anyways, the whole process is a day. So I'll sit down on a Tuesday, and by 5 or 6 o'clock when it's posting, I'm scrambling to get everything done and posted, and it's a day, but it's fun.
Okay, somebody wants to know what SDOC is.
Does anybody know what 12? I lost my mouse. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I can't run this.
Excuse me. Can anybody tell Victor what SDOC is? It's actually 12 SDOC. No, Frank. No, I'm not. Who said that? That's a terrible, terrible, nasty rumor.
Supreme Days of Christmas.
So we have a page on Facebook, 12 SDOC. You can go over there. Make sure that you like it. Make sure that you follow that page, because come September, October, especially starting in November, we're going to start posting a lot. How much did we give away last year?
I don't even know. I lost it.
I did too. I think we were up to $16,000 in reptiles and reptile supplies. Just incredible fun time. And I'm going to go here real quick. What's fun for me about the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas is, of course, the giveaway, and of course, getting people to the Supreme Gecko page and the YouTubes and videos and stuff like that. But I tell you what, just yesterday, I watched 2 people talking in Facebook, going back and forth with comments. And I know those 2 people did not know each other outside of 12 Supreme Days of Christmas this year. And to see people like that joining and building, and it's all about the community. And that's what does it for me. So,
well, the 12 Days of Christmas also is what got Faith, who we had that consult with last night, into isopods.
There you go. Emily says she likes the longer videos. I know, but today is a TikTok world, and everybody wants 5 seconds. So it's hard, because doing an educational video, like I try to do most of the time, takes time to get to. Andrew says 17,000.
It's more than that. I thought it was like 20.
But to do an educational video, it takes a while, because I'm a talker and I'm verbose, and it just takes a while. Okay. What was that? Go up a little bit. Right there, Christian. Go ahead. Show that. Go ahead and show that. And while you show that, I would like to take 30 seconds, and Nanette is going to read through our list of members. So we're up to, was just mentioning
the surprise video
to Andrew. Yeah, there's always a surprise in our videos. Nanette, guess what
you're doing?
So I was mentioning to Andrew that we were up to 22 or 23 members, and now we're up to 27
here.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Am I listing all of them?
Let's go. Do it.
First and last names? I'm going to murder these names.
You're fine.
Do you want first and last?
Go ahead. Yep.
Scott Maroney, Emily Langwell, Jennifer Wood, Keith, Veronica Berry, Morris Williamson, Matt Skorupka. I know I did that wrong.
That's right.
AJ Delamano, Kelly Blood, Leonardo Villalobos, Wow.
Leo.
Izzy
Yep. Go ahead.
Scenarios. Sorry, Faith Fritz, Rocky A. IPOC, Alan Gucher, Melinda Symes, Brian Taylor, Heather Sinelli, Rebecca Berner, Jessica Ward, Bryce Wilcox, who just got a fat tail, by the way. I saw that flying through there. Barbara Healy, Ian Alicia Perry, Brandon Moore, Pam Zahn, Jen, Rebecca Bowman, and Michelle Muldowney Stevens. I'm sorry if I did bad on those names. Can't be any worse than you, though, with Mortal Slayer.
That's a classic that will never be forgotten. That is written down in time, in stone. Thanks for joining us, Faith. Had a great time last night. Yeah,
cool.
Just came in. She said she was a little bit late and things are going on. So I hope everything is okay. All right. We talked about members. We talked about memberships. And again, greatly appreciated, never expected. This isn't about doing this so that we get members. It's so that I can give more information that I really can't do with regular YouTube, the regular YouTube channel for the members. Go ahead and read if you have something. I'm going to read my notes here and see if there's another piece before we do the giveaway.
This one was any rare isopod species anywhere in Mexico, like in the jungle area by Chiapas.
Chiapas, that's,
I don't know.
I think pretty good. I don't know. I am sure there are. Here's your assignment, Zero Cool. Here's your assignment for the day. I want you to go out and start looking under logs and start looking under just debris and report back to us this next live stream and let us know.
Mexico, though?
Or
is he just asking because he might be going to Mexico?
Well, if you have a vacation coming up, let us know. Do some research for the group and bring back some special information for us.
Thanks, Faith.
So next, I wanted to talk about a couple of little tiny changes that we've made with the Supreme Isopod Chow. And the first one is that because Wes, I started to say this, and I don't know if Wes is still here, the Bug Hub near Guatemala. Wes had asked, why are you only selling it in 1 pound? Well, because I wasn't sure if people would buy 2 pound bags of the Supreme Isopod Chow. So a week ago or so, yeah. And that goes, why are we selling it? And I don't have bigger bags. I
thought it was a typo.
We had to go out and get new bags and different labeling it. So hashtag Dance Wally. So we got all that. Wes ordered, and then another person ordered, then another person ordered. So the 2 pound is a thing now. 2 pounds of Supreme Isopod Chow. And if you think about it, the Pangea, the R word, the other crusted gecko food is ask me sometime on the side why.
Yeah,
what's that about? There. So other foods for crusted geckos and everything, everybody, if you have 2 or 3 or 4, you're buying a bigger bag. Now that you have 20 isopod cultures, 2 pounds will go a ways for you, and it's certainly obviously cheaper. So we're doing the 2 pound. We're also posting on Etsy. I don't know if that's the thing or not. We'll see. I don't know. People kept asking me, why aren't you on Etsy? Why aren't you on Etsy? And I keep sharing our web store. So hopefully they go to the web store, but we'll see how it goes on Etsy. I wanted to dip my toes into a couple of other areas. We have a new t-shirt that Crystal, I wish I had a picture of this, that Crystal modeled for us, and that's on the store page, and that'll be going on Etsy as well. So if you're interested, go to our store and go under merchandise and take a look at our t-shirts. We'll try to keep the price down as low as possible, but it's a pretty cool shirt.
There's more shirts to come.
More shirts to come. Any other?
Yes. IR Thumper wanted to know if you would dance if Frank would rap. Frank says he isn't capable of rapping. Well, he isn't capable of dancing, so we're done.
I can't even do that thing where you hold your ankle and dance. I can't do that.
Etsy keeps raising fees. Having your own store is much better.
I can't do the Macarena.
Did you hear me?
No, I'm reading. Etsy keeps raising. I know. So I just looked at their fees, and it's 20 cents to post and this much when you sell a product. And this much for shipping. They take a slice out of your shipping cost.
No, we're done with them.
Every item that you sell, you have to relist. So if somebody comes in and buys a bag of Supreme Isopod Chow, I have to relist it. That's another 20 cents.
Oh, you can't put in quantity? Wow. Breakdancing would end up with an ER visit, and I don't have time this week to take care of the gecko room 100%. Thanks anyway, Frank.
Okay, so this was supposed to last about 20 to 25 minutes. And as you know, I can never, ever stop talking. And this has gone on way too long. Wally, do you have ADHD? My wife asked me if I heard her a lot too. What? Somebody said a squirrel? Where? I don't see a squirrel. I
haven't taken them in to be diagnosed.
That I am a multitasker. Is that a good way to say that? I have 17 things in my head all the time. And Nanette will start talking about something, and I'm off thinking about Etsy and how I can get around, multiple postings and them charging me 20 cents for every product. So always, if you could see this, I have 30 little notes on my desk. I have another 30
Post-it notes all over the place.
And I have probably 20 items on my board, and that's not my Excel to-do list. So I'm just all over the place, just like a lot of people. Just like a lot of people have lots and lots and lots going on. I hear some people saying, "Oh, this is a great idea, and I'm going to move forward with it." And a year later, they're saying the same thing, and that frustrates me. If I have something that is a really good idea and I don't move forward with it in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, depending on the size of the project, I feel kind of bad about that. Either work on it or get it off your desk and throw the piece of paper out. That's what I say. So I've got a lot of pieces of paper. So that's why sometimes Andrew and I will chat, and message each other at 11, 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Angie, I think, contacted me like at 2 o'clock a couple of nights ago, and we went back and forth a little bit. So always going. So ADHD, I don't know. If I do, maybe I'm just always busy. So did I just prove the statement?
The whole point.
Okay, Victor says, if your isopods are not wild, I would cook the wood and debris so you don't introduce anything you wouldn't want in the enclosure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, we don't cook, and I think a lot of people here that listen to my videos and know me know that I don't cook anything. And if you do, that's great. That works for you. I throw stuff because, we do some collection, and, it's a time before I need the materials like wood or leaves. I throw them in black bags and I throw them in the garage when it's, negative 400 degrees outside. But then they sit there for a season or two and everything's cool. Okay, now I have to come up with a dance. Where's my note? Okay, where's my sticky note? I've got to write that down.
You're going to come up with the Podfather
dance. Okay, I've got another one on the desk.
Thanks.
All right.
I'm not doing it.
So IR Thumper, you need to come up with the Isopod dance and let us know. If you can do a video, I'll post it on one of my YouTube videos. Whoever wants to do that, send me their videos and I'll post it as a full-length video. And we'll see if we can get it over the 10-minute limit. Okay. Before the giveaway, I want to announce one more thing, and that is that we have opened up Distributorship. And I mentioned this Friday on the video, but I wanted to mention again. We've opened up Distributorship, Faith. We had a long discussion about this. And what that means is that just like Pangea, Crusted Gecko Diet, other products like that, I'm a distributor of Pangea's Crusted Gecko Diet. So, every 3 months, we get in a box that's like 100 pounds of Crusted Gecko food. And then I put it on the store. We take it to the shows. We sell a Crusted Gecko. Hey, do you need any food as well? And we sell a bag of food. It's kind of like a simple sale. It's easy kind of add-on. It's like, do you want to supersize that Burger King Whopper?
That would have been
is that Whopper?
McDonald's supersizes.
Oh, so it's a good way for us to add on to any sales that we do with the Crusted Gecko Diet. So the same thing's going to happen with the Supreme Isopod Chow, where we're going to open it up, and you can order Supreme Isopod Chow in the flavors, not the mini packs like the mealies and the prawn and the dried fish, but the other foods, and get them in and then sell them at your stores or at your shows or on your web page. And you'll be able to buy it a little bit less expensive so that you can make some money at this with this.
There are limits, and
there's limits, and just like anything else, and you can't, we want to maintain the brand. You can't rebag, you can't just buy it for yourself. Obviously, there's some size, minimum order quantity. Kendra, nice seeing you. Thank you for joining us. So we've opened up distributorship. I have a few people already that were in the works, and we'll be sending out some product probably Monday. So besides the big sale that we have Monday, we also will be doing some distributor packages going out too. So
can you eat it?
So if you go to Isopod Buddies, you'll see my friend Josh. Actually, I think it was 2 shows ago. You might have to watch the whole show for a couple 3 shows to see when he does it. But he actually took a spoon and ate some. I can't remember what the guest was eating as well, but he was eating Supreme Isopod Chow. And what did he say? I think he said it tasted like a bland biscuit. And he said he wouldn't really want to eat it, but it wasn't terrible. So crazy. Send me a message, Emily. Would I ever eat it? I don't know. I have a show coming up with Josh April 19th.
I know what's in it. I'm not eating it.
Maybe eating the plus protein, the black soda.
Oh yeah, that's be
good for you. It's like Yoel Gibbons. Some parts are edible. So we'll see if that's staring at me. So we'll see if I need my Mountain Dew. I need coffee.
You don't need any more Mountain Dew today.
We'll see how obvious. It tastes April 19th. Be there April 19th. Isopod's YouTube.
Oh, good Lord.
All right. Joshua, you didn't miss a thing. We just started the conversation like 2 minutes ago, so you didn't miss anything at all. Ryan was eating springtail chow on that episode. Ryan was eating springtail. Yes. Absolutely. Good call, 503.
Brownies.
I forgot about that. Brownies XX10. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Am I drooling? Son of a gun. I do that when somebody mentions donuts or brownies. What?
Somebody asked if anybody has eaten an insect.
When Christopher was younger, we got one of his friends for $1 to eat a live mealworm. Yeah, I was pretty mean back then. Did you get my message about the access to Google? I did. Crazy. So after the show, I was actually feeding isopods. So instead of the 15 or 20 minutes that it takes Nanette to feed the isopods, I was downstairs for probably 3.5 hours feeding isopods. So
Faith, we'll touch base. I just saw that other message. We'll touch base after the show.
Chocolate-covered crickets and garlic tasted mealworms.
It's probably supposed to be garlic toasted.
Okay. Okay. So distributors, we talked about that.
Grasshoppers.
Sorry. Cool Ranch grasshoppers, right?
No, it says
how about barbecue crickets? Barbecue sauce, like a dipping. Okay.
And so he does not.
We talked about the distributorship. What else is there to talk about? Anybody have any questions? Otherwise, we're going to do some drawings for giveaways. I eat a horn. Oh, I missed a hornworm one time. Jay, you're crazy. I want to party with you, Jay. You're crazy.
Roasted pumpkin seeds. I don't know if I can eat them again.
I am going to.
Hi, Wally. I'm an amateur keeper, but would love to win the giveaway. Do you think it would be possible for you to hold on to the isopods while I prepare habitat? Oh, we can talk.
Catch us on. The best way to do this is catch us on Facebook. If you send it on YouTube, comment on YouTube. I check at least once a day, sometimes twice a day, but I check all the time on Facebook.
We'll work something out with that.
Contact me. We do it all the time. I hold orders for a lot of people, down payments, things like that. So we'll talk.
I'm not hungry anymore.
We'll talk. We'll chat. We'll do a chit chat. Okay, party at Jay's house, right? Right, Jay. Where do you live? Leave your address, phone number in the comments down below.
Cooked isopods? That's just not right.
That
They've
doesn't
been
work.
called wood shrimp by people.
Yeah, it doesn't
Hmm.
work. What's called wood shrimp?
Cooked isopods.
Okay, can everybody
What are we
see
doing
the
here?
screen? We're going to do a giveaway. So
Oh,
I'm just getting up to the top. I've got my YouTube. So this is the. Whenever you're ready, I've got the mic. I can pull it over to those bags. So this is like you eating chips or something. Okay.
excuse me?
So I have the giveaway page up with the YouTube video link in there. And I think we had over 60 people that commented S.I.C. So this is your chance to win. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do this again. So what we're doing is we're going to give away, I said 2 of these and 2 of these, but I tell you what, 2 of the plus protein or 2 of the veggie times 10. But what we're going to do is let you pick, right? That makes sense. So you can't win more than once. And you don't have to be present. So we might be picking some names of people that aren't in the chat, but it was pretty cool. That's almost 50 people in the chat.
I know.
And of course we have 50 likes, right? Who can count the number of likes and how many we have? Okay. So we're going to do the giveaway.
Confused. Okay, go ahead. You just tell me.
Frank, Wally, eat that chow with milk. I might try that.
Well,
all right.
I thought it was Ovaltine.
So we're going to do 4 giveaways right now. 4 giveaways, and you choose which one you want. And if you're in the chat, go ahead and say, hey, I'm here and I want the veggie times 10 or the plus protein. Okay, let's do one. Hopefully everybody can see that. I'm going to do the get comments. I think we were at 67.
Oh, now I get what you're doing. I was confused. It doesn't take much lately. So this is for a pound bag?
This is for an 8-ounce bag.
8-ounce bag.
This is for an 8-ounce bag. Okay. Shall we pick a winner? Let's do it. Ready?
I'm ready when you're
Survey
ready.
says, hopefully everybody can see that. Okay. Mathis, if you're in the chat, and you don't have to be, but if you're in the chat, you get to pick one of the flavors. 8-ounce bag.
That may be the one that just asked you about holding the isopods. Okay.
That's funny. Okay. Shall we pick another one? Everybody see that? Everybody cool? Congratulations, Mathis.
Must have seen it because they were saying it. You doing it again?
Hi, Jessica. We are going to do it again. Okay.
This is the one. Okay.
Pick another winner. Roll them dice. This is Critter Girl. Critter Girl makes a lot of comments on our channel, I believe.
Girl. Okay.
All right.
How many are we giving?
We're giving away 4. And
wow.
And stay in the channel after this because we have 2 more that we're going to give away to members. Members only.
Ooh.
Another benefit to being a member of the Buy Me a Coffee membership club.
Now I understand.
So we've done 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're picking another winner, and it's Mercedes Wilson. Mercedes Wilson.
Okay.
We good?
I got it.
Everybody good in the stream? I kind of come back here to make sure somebody says I can't hear you or we don't see the screen. Oh, I know it's kind of tricky. It's on the left side of the screen. You might be watching on your phone. That makes it really tough. Pick another winner. This is our 4th bag, right?
Winner.
Okay, here you go. Okay, it's trying. Gretel Gira. I know Gretel won at the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, and I can't remember what they won,
Okay.
what she won.
Now go back to the chat.
Go
They
back
have
to
to
the
tell
chat.
us which kind they want, right?
Okay, so if
you're there.
you won one of the 4 bags, let us know which flavor you would like. Better yet, contact me on Facebook. Contact Wally Kern on Facebook. Let me know your address. Let me know the flavor that you'd like. Congratulations, winners. That's pretty cool. Now, how in the world are we picking 2 members?
What?
How are we picking 2 members?
Talking to me?
I am talking to you.
That would be the members' names in the basket. So this is why I got confused.
You are prepared. So I just kind of
said
told
something.
Nanette, go and figure out a way that we can get the members. And all of a sudden, the member list, and if you don't know, I don't know if you can see it, but right here is a map. I wish I could take the camera, but it's set now. Drop the camera if I do this. But right here is a map, and we have on it, I'll do a little video after this. On the map, we have all of our members, which I think is super cool to see all the members all over the country. What are we at now? 27. And then we have, gotta show the list. We have a list of all the members. So it's a good way for me to kind of keep track and follow along. And I'm going to get rid of that. I just realized I still have that screen up. And you probably couldn't see it, so I'm going to do it again. All the members. And the map is right here.
It's over there.
And the net is right.
It's right there by my finger.
The map is right there. Okay, so we have a list. We probably lost everybody just then.
Exactly. They just
Everybody
bailed on you.
What the heck are they
What's the
talking
matter
about?
with them? Give them some more caffeine in that Mountain Dew.
I need something other than Mountain Dew and the Mountain Dew. Okay, so how many bags? 2 bags, right?
Yeah, what size?
Hi, Stephanie. We're about to pull the members. This is 8 ounce again.
Got it.
And send you a bag of Supreme Isopod Chow. Now, if you can't use it, let me know, and maybe we'll send a bag of Pangea across the Gecko diet. We'll figure something out. Everybody that put the S.I.C, I'm hoping they have isopods and they can, or roaches, and they can use the food for their isopods or animals. If you remember, maybe you don't have isopods. So again, we'll work something out. Okay, ready? Ready?
Yeah.
I'm never ever done. What? Vinny Barbarino. Oh my gosh. So here's member number 1. There we go. It came in. Is that backwards? It's backwards to me. Veronica. So that's number 1. And I know Veronica has isopods. So that's pretty cool. And we have a winner number 2. We have the second winner. I should say it like that. So this is Brian. I can't even read it. Brian Taylor. Congratulations, Veronica. Congratulations, Brian.
They get to pick which one they want.
You get to pick which one you want.
And if they're gonna do that, and they're gonna PM you.
They are going to PM me. So
okay.
I'll contact these 2 people because I have their contact information, obviously. But everybody else that is in YouTube that entered S.I.C and won one of the 4, you have to contact me and let me know.
And
so
give us your
watch
address.
the video. Yeah, give us your video.
Your address we need. Not video, address.
Your video. Yeah, your dancing video, and then give us your address.
Yeah, we need that.
So Stephanie says, how did everybody get into it? So for the S.I.C, the first 4, they put a comment of S.I.C in the video that we did Friday. For this, the 2 winners of the members only are members through Buy Me a Coffee, and we're doing special videos, we're doing special giveaways, we're giving discounts out through the Buy Me a Coffee program, if that makes sense. There you go, 503, right on. And I'm just kind of looking through here. Any other questions? This has been a lot of fun. I need to do more giveaways, so expect more giveaways like this. I hate to keep doing this, but for Buy Me a Coffee in June, we're going to give away a crested gecko, and we'll give away a pretty nice isopod group to somebody, or maybe a couple of different isopods. We'll put together a package that is very much well worth a membership to Supreme Gecko Buy Me a Coffee. Don't forget, tomorrow, what time did I say? 10 to 8. 10
a.m. to 8 p.m.
Supreme Isopod Chow, the 2 new flavors, the plus protein and the veggie times 10 are both going to be on sale.
8 ounce and 1 pound bags.
8 ounce and 1 and 2 pound bags. And after 8 o'clock, the original is going to go right back to the original price. It might even go up a little bit because we've been selling tons of the combo packs, and we're losing money every single combo pack. So my saying is, we're losing money for every single combo pack that we sell, but we make it up in volume.
Okay, somebody wants to know.
Nobody? Anyone?
Yeah,
we're
just gonna let that go.
That's a good idea. Did you have a comment?
Yeah, somebody wants to know what kind of incubator you use.
Oh, good question. And we might, unless there's a couple of
a wine
cooler. So no, these are great questions. So a wine cooler. I do use a wine cooler. So right now I have 2 wine coolers and I have 6 hovabators, the egg incubation styrofoam little heating element. I love hovabators. And I found them on sale at a Fleet Farm or Farm and Fleet store here for like $35 a piece. And I bought 6 of them. I threw out my old ones and plugged them in. And in the springtime, the very first incubators that I always plug in are the hovabators. And again, I've got 2 small wine refrigerator coolers going. All of my Crusty Gecko eggs I don't incubate, but I probably will this year just because last year we had some lows. Air conditioning went on and brought the house down. Then we turned the air conditioning off to benefit the other animals. And that was, the temperature went up. So I think too much variation in temperatures here.
Oh.
Okay. So this is a question from Christian. Why won't my dumb clowns Montenegro's breed? All my species have multiplied like crazy. Clowns nope. I had problems with clowns as well when I started off. I lost 2 colonies of clowns. I was mentioning this to Faith, and it was the way that I was watering. I was misting, and they just don't like to be that wet. So I only water right on the edge. And clowns are kind of funny because I think they need a little bit of a bigger colony. And once you get, maybe about 30 or 40 adults in a colony, they take off. But, when you get 10 or 12 or 15 in a colony, you'll see some babies. You'll see 6 babies. Oh, babies. But they won't really catch on. So when I finally started producing clowns and zebras, hands off, I didn't start selling them for a long time until those colonies grew considerably. If we become a member, I hope that answered your question. If not, contact me on Facebook. We can touch base. I can take a look at your enclosure if you want to send me some pictures. Brendan says, if we become a member, will there be a Podfather dance video? Wow. So I have to put that as a challenge, and I love challenges and I love dares. So how many are we at right now? 27. So if we get up to, what's a good number? Give me a number. 40. If we get up to 40 by June, I'll do a Podfather dance.
Oh, 40. Are you kidding? You better write that on the board.
Yeah. Somebody's going to remember me.
Yeah.
Brendan will remind me of that. And
Frank will be on top of this.
Frank, take a sticky note, write it down, and post it on your wall right now. Etch it in the kitchen table. Okay.
Wait how fast you're going here.
I know.
I think the link, something is cut off. What's going on with your link for the distributor?
Victor, contact me on Facebook and I'll make sure that I can get you information. I've tried the link and it should be okay. Can confirm it took a while. And then my clowns exploded. This is from Kelly. Yeah, absolutely. It's all of a sudden they'll just really, really start going. Yeah, adding some adults or just, you know what? It's hard. It's hard. Stop lifting up the bark every time you feed.
Fun part,
I know it's fun. It's hard. I tell people at reptile shows when they buy a crested gecko, you don't want to really hold them the first week, let them settle in and everything. And I just see the kids' faces like, oh, I can't hold it for a week. But, a little patience goes so long.
Take advice on that one.
The only place I had trouble with are the Valencia. I have Valencia and I have had them breeding very, very well. And then all of a sudden they stopped. So, yeah, they're kind of a weird isopod. Yeah, 503 says the same exact thing. I agree with Wally. They almost need a bigger starting colony. Yep, completely agree. I'm having the same results with our clowns. Exactly. We talked about that before. 40. If we can get to 35 by the end of this month,
by next month,
Frank, edit your sticky note and write that down for me.
35 by the end of the month, next month. Oh my goodness.
Thank you. Thank you. I have the odd white mold outbreak here and there. I did a video 2 or 3 months ago on mold, and my feeling on mold is a lot of people have said, isopods eat the mold, springtails eat the mold. Springtails do eat mold, but they cannot keep up with a spreading mold. If your enclosure doesn't have the ventilation, if your enclosure is too moist, if it has too much moisture, and you're feeding too much, those are the 3 keys right there. Stop feeding as much, take out that mold, take it out. Consider adding some more moisture.
He's talking about he has white mold, and now he's got yellow mold.
Yeah, get it out.
Just take it out.
Get it out. What did Full House? Cut it out. But we want to look at, we all want to look at them. And I know it's hard.
I have a hard time not looking at them all the time.
My expanses are picky. They don't seem to eat much of anything. Mine too, absolutely. There's a lot of, I can't see the comment now. I lost the comment. There's a lot of decaying matter though. So maybe they just prefer that more. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the giant Spanish are, I feel, a different animal to work with than a lot of other isopods. So, we feed a lot of dry fish to our giant Spanish. And I think that helps a little bit. Not saying that I'm an expert and I have thousands of the giant Spanish, but
zebras were a hard one for us too for a while.
Yeah, they go, after the colony builds a little bit, after it gains some momentum, it'll take off.
You have people asking 35 new members or 35 total?
Total. So we get to 35
by the end
total.
of next month?
No, I meant new 35 new members. Shoot, doggone it. That's already out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Because Emily's already said total.
These isopod fans and Supreme Gecko, they're going to hold that to me, right? They're going to hold my feet over the fire.
8 to go, bud.
See, exactly.
That will be a show of your own.
I'm moving on to another topic here. So he's saying that Christian is saying that the colony just exploded. I'm on my 3rd generation. Exactly.
Oh, no, Frank is saying new. Emily's saying total.
I'm editing this video. Once it goes live, I'm cutting pieces out. So it's going to go from, how long has it? Oh my gosh, it's 58 minutes. Sorry, folks, I've kept you so long, but I'm going to take it from 58 minutes and drop it down to about 40 and cut all those pieces out.
What are the best kind of isopods for a pictobioactive setup?
Isopods are best for a pictobioactive. Excellent question. Oh, let me do this. So I have a video actually out on, if you have this type of setup, tropical, then go with these 2 or 3 or 4 isopods that I named there. If you have a more arid enclosure, then go with these isopods. So it's best to watch that video. I'm kind of dancing around. See, Frank, I can dance. I'm dancing around the answer, hoping that Isaac, you'll go over to that video and watch it. I think it came out a couple of months ago. It's a short, an hour and 17-minute video. No, it's a short video, and you can skip over some of the other stuff and get right to the point. Thank you, Emily. So Thomas says, pro tip, make your own biochar. All you need is a shovel, a bit of ground, my garden works best, and limb debris, small wood pieces. Good point. My only fear is if you're going to do that, are you going to cook the material? Are you going to sterilize it? I just worry about bringing dirt in from the outside. When you can buy a bag of dirt for like $4. I just, I'll go out and buy a bag of dirt for $4 and use that. So, okay.
Somebody went hiking in Newport Beach, California, and found 2 different species of Armadillidium.
I have
One.
said forever the best kind of starter isopod is the one that you find out in the wild. They're cheap. They can be very, very colorful. They're cheap. If you lose them, if you make a mistake and you lose them, it's not that big of a deal because number 5, they're cheap.
He's talking biocharcoal.
Absolutely.
Not
So
dirt.
what? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Not
you're
dirt.
probably putting it in a pit and you're burning it and getting the charcoal. That's a great idea. I have cut down quite a bit on the charcoal that I use in my enclosures, and somebody called me out on that. I'm not saying that in a bad way. They're just asking a question. Why don't you use charcoal? Because it's such a great filtering material. And I think that it is. I do change our isopod substrate when I feel like there's any kind of an issue. If you have charcoal in, you can extend the life of that culture, the substrate in that culture by quite a bit. If you have leaves that you mix in, you'll extend the life of that substrate a little bit too. So there's a lot of good things that aren't good, shouldn't say aren't good, but aren't as good and valuable as they become like 4 or 5 or 6 months after you set up a culture. What do you use for springtail cultures? I think what you're probably asking, and if I'm wrong here, I don't know if you're asking about the species. We just use common springtails that you'll find if you go to Josh's Frogs or wherever. For culturing springtails, go ahead, Nanette. What do we do in the bug room? How do we?
Oh, you've just got containers with, I'm hoping this is right, sphagnum moss, moist, and then the wood on top of that, and then I feed them. Somebody did ask us too earlier how often you fed your isopods as well, and I think that was a 2-part thing. We feed them once a week. So, but the springtails get fed every other day with the bug room. But it's just moist sphagnum moss in the container, and then just the wood on top of that, and that's it.
I'll come back to yours, Frank, in just
I
a
think
second,
I'm
Thomas. Using charcoal, I hate charcoal. It's messy. It gets my fingers dirty. I hate charcoal. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that for us, sphagnum moss, piece of wood on top of it. So we have a 27 quart. We have multiple 27 quart tubs with sphagnum moss about 1.5 to 2 inches deep. And we have a piece of bark sitting right on top of it that almost fills that whole 27 quart. You lift it up, and I don't even know, I can't exaggerate enough how many isopods they're everywhere. So when we did our couple of big orders at the end of winter, we started shipping out, everybody had springtails. It's like, oh my gosh, I hope I have enough springtails. We never came close to closing or clearing out those bins of springtails. Frank, clay cultures work best. I've used them. I like them. I think they're better from a point of view of being able to go in and harvest and feed and other things. I think what I'm doing is a little tiny bit easier. I like the clay. I think that works out really well. But for me, it's just the sphagnum moss and a piece of bark. And so what we're doing is we're feeding that culture with the Supreme Isopod Chow, and we're also feeding a piece of carrot like once every couple of weeks. But we're feeding zucchini. We always have a piece of zucchini that's kind of getting a little old in there and maybe molding. And I tell you what, when we put in Supreme Isopod Chow on top of the sphagnum moss, I don't worry about it molding because it is gone. It is gone. My springtail cultures are basically the same as my isopod cultures, although without the same moisture gradient and more sphagnum. Exactly. That's exactly what we're doing. IR Thumper, I raise them on clay, NZ sphagnum, New Zealand sphagnum, or substrate. Absolutely. If you're using clay, cool. I'm not, again, not putting down clay just for us because we're pulling out for making new cultures and we're pulling out for orders. It's just so easy to just pull the piece of bark and get a big tub, and we hit the piece of bark one time on the tub and we've got, this deep in springtails.
Face.
Making more noise. page 22. All right. Great questions. Unless somebody has one in 10 seconds here, a question in 10 seconds, I'm going to close it out and greatly appreciate everybody for joining us. Remember, 10 to 8 o'clock tomorrow for the discounted prices. Still time to get into the membership to get discounts on top of discounts. A few, I need to do a video, Jaron, on that. I really do. I think I have 6 new cultures that I haven't really, done a video. I literally, the last video that I did, I looked in my folders of videos that are in process, and I had one on an unboxing. So I'll see if I can break that out. So make sure if you need Supreme Isopod Chow, if you need food for your isopods, make sure that you check out the page tomorrow.
Between
10 o'clock.
a.m. and 8 p.m., 8, 16, and 32-ounce bags are on sale.
Distributors, contact me if you're interested. And again, members, buy me a coffee, link in the description. Always appreciated, never expected. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday afternoon.